Hey y'all, it's Cooking with Ann again. We are doing more backpacking meals. This is going to be unstuffed peppers, which is probably just a variant on stuffed peppers. This recipe comes from backpackingchef.com. I highly recommend that you check them out. They've got some very good recipes from what I can see. And they also have a lot of information on how to dehydrate your food and how to pack for a backpacking trip. It's really good. Now, one of the great things about this recipe is that it is gluten-free. It is not dairy-free unless you leave out the Parmesan cheese, just so you know. It should be soy-free, however. Making this is fairly easy. You're going to start with a half a cup of instant rice, or you can use dried rice if you would rather dehydrate it yourself. Then you also need a quarter cup dried ground beef or ground turkey. As you can see, I have about a pound of ground turkey here. You probably won't need quite that much. Maybe closer to a quarter pound, maybe a half a pound, something like that. You'd have to dehydrate it and see for sure. Then you also need a quarter cup of dried bell peppers and a quarter cup of tomato sauce leather. That would just mean that you would dehydrate some tomato sauce. A quarter cup, it's hard to say. You'd need at least half the can would be my guess. And then you can also take 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. So you're going to pack the stuff up. You actually probably want to put the Parmesan cheese in a separate bag and the tomato sauce in its own bag, and then you're going to put everything else all together in one bag. Once you get to camp, you're going to want to put all of the ingredients except for the Parmesan cheese in a pot with water and soak it for like 5 minutes. Light the stove, bring it to a boil, and continue cooking and the lid on, and then you can just let it sit after that until it is absorbed, soft, ready to eat. Sprinkle the Parmesan cheese before serving, and you've got dinner. So I'm going to try this out, and I will let you know how it tastes. All right, here's our unstuffed peppers, or what's left over after we taste tested it. I thought it was really good. It was super easy to rehydrate and tastes really good. I could definitely make a meal out of it. Some of my group members said that it had too much peppers, but then again, they really don't like peppers, so the fact that they thought it was good with this many peppers in it, but it's just that it had a few too many peppers, honestly, that's a pretty good review of it. I would say you can cut back on the peppers if you're not super fond of them. Otherwise, it's just a really good backpacking meal. I did not put on the Parmesan cheese, by the way, because I'm not a huge fan of Parmesan cheese, but it's still good, and that makes it dairy-free, so it's all good. Love well, y'all. I will see you next time.